Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope you all have a great week going forward. Let's go ahead and jump into One Piece, which starts off in Weekly Shonen Jump this week, and this is chapter 712, titled Violet. And we see here the cover, the side stories with Caribou is still ongoing. It's on volume 30 right now. And in this version of the New World, Kihihi, it is you see that she told him to run. She says, "Run, Gaburo," and he's like, "If you insist." And we see that the house is engulfed in flames, and she's there. She's gonna fight off Scotch from who she's facing off, as she wants him to get away. There has to be, like I've been saying, there has to be some sort of importance to this side story. Because I mean we're up to number 30, and you know it's pretty funny. And Caribou, that's all all he does is run his mouth. Just because he's a Logie, I think he can do stuff. I mean, look at this. I mean, he has to have an elderly woman who basically have to save his butt. It's just embarrassing. I mean, he needs to run and hide in shame. Alright, so basically what we have in this chapter is we definitely get a lot of answers. We have the answer as to how Sanji found out that Dolflamingo did not step down. We also have the answer to why everyone in Dressrosa was so calm and nobody was panicking. We also now know who CP0 answers to. We know who they answer to now. And we also know that in addition to the entire world being fooled, the admirals in the Gorosei, they were also tricked. Everybody was lied to, and basically, as Dolflamingo says, he just really wants to kill Law. Basically, that's why he's done everything the way he has. And let me expound upon this. I'm gonna kind of do these chat reviews a little different, and just looking into everything right here. Look at what, and now that we know that, because as Trafalgar Law mentions, is that the only one who could pull this off are the Celestial Dragons. And this is, it definitely does shed a lot of light onto Dolflamingo and his history, his past. He's obviously a part of royalty with the Celestial Dragon. Either, I'm assuming a child of, or there's some connection there, because the fact that he used his lineage to his advantage, and also just further emboldens him with his cockiness. Now I want everybody to understand this right here. And yes, it was an amazing secret and everything. He was like, wow, okay. Dolphin, no wonder he has so much power and he has so much pull. But what you are seeing right here, you're seeing the beginnings and the foundations for Dolflamingo's downfall. And this is going to lead to his downfall. For the simple fact that Dolflamingo he's already severely underestimated Monkey D. Luffy. And that right there is going to be his downfall. No, I don't care if he is a Celestial Dragon. It's even more reason he's going to get it put on him. If Luffy finds out, there's just, it's just nowhere for him to hide. He can't hide behind that. Right now, he has all the advantages, it would appear and it would seem. But you just know at the end of the day, the tournament is only going to it's going to benefit Luffy. Bottom line, the tournament is going to benefit Luffy, and also everything else, the benefit for the rest of the crew everybody meeting, the new species, the little people, the excuse me, hold on one second. Okay, I'm sorry about that. The Tantata people, and also the fact that they have something in the works against the Quixote family, and that's going to be explained further and everything, going back into the history of Dressrosa as to how he became the king of Dressrosa. So Dolph, it's very understandable why he is such in a position of cockiness and arrogance, and why he thinks that he has that his plan is foolproof, and that he has all of his I's and T's dotted and crossed. So, man, oh man, I can just say, by the time this arc is all said and done, and when, Dolflamingo does fall, this arc, he's definitely going to get it handed to him. Especially by Monkey D. Luffy. This is the very beginnings of that right here, because like I say, the fact that anybody would underestimate Luffy but to the extent that Doflamingo has, like I say, just because he has this lineage of royalty from the celestial dragons, and the fact that he's been doing this for so long, being a Shishu, a warlord of the Seven Seas for so long, and he has so many connections and everything, that's just going to his head. And he's going to find out that when it comes to Monkey D. Luffy, none of that matters at all. Okay, I just wanted to get those thoughts out there. And when we come to find out that that this woman Violet is actually a Don Quixote family assassin from the Trouble Army, and that she was able to use her ability. Well, everybody knows Sanji. If you know Sanji, he's not gonna fight a woman. He just loves the woman. That's all he wants to do. Basically, that's it. Love the women, and the fact that what makes Sanji who he is, I mean, it worked. It worked to his advantage this time, because after she was looking in, trying to find out, she was trying to, when she was using her abilities from her devil fruit, she was trying to find out about the alliance, and what's the purpose for being a Dressrosa and everything like that. So in looking into Sanji, obviously she saw a lot of perversion. As women would call it perversion, but hey, Sanji is a man. He loves women. That's all he thinks about is women 24/7. Even when he's cooking, he's thinking about women. And when Sanji, he's like, he went on about all I saw in your eyes. When she told him that there's a man she need him to kill, and when Sanji was saying that, your eyes spoke the truth. He says, I will never doubt a woman. I will never doubt a woman's tears. And and Violet goes around and she uses has to be another ability of hers to where her tears turn into whales, and it's called tear whales. And and she basically she knocks out the rest of the people who were there, and goes ahead and uses her ability to show Sanji basically everything, and how Doflamingo did not step down. And so what you see there is that they're like, Your Majesty, King Dolflamingo, give us an explanation. Why have you stepped down from the throne? And yes, this was the reaction that Sanji was expecting. Everybody was panicking. Everybody was in an uproar. And what you see there is that Dolflamingo is like, the people won't shut up about this. Is CP0 here yet? And right there we see a government ship in the harbor. It is CP0. They, they have their own ships. It's Cypherpole Aegis 0, the agents of the world nobles. And what they're there to explain is that that's been a mistake. It was there's going to be an updated, corrected paper at 3 o'clock. So just go on living your daily lives in peace, as if nothing ever happened. And that's basically the bottom line. And that's what happened. And so Sanji and Violet continue their conversation. And, she goes on to explain that she's been too terrified of him to make an escape. But you might still have time, to go ahead and warn your crew and save everybody. And what we see here is that we cut to Fujitora, and Fujitora is on the D&D Mushi. He's like, what are you telling me, Sokka? That headquarters was also duped by a bad report? And Sokka goes on to say, yes, much as it pains me to admit that's the case, I'm on my way to speak with the 5 elders for Mary Joa now, just to handle it. So what we see here is that everybody was lied to. I mean, they were just lied to, and man, that's a powerful move right there, being able to lie to the world government like that. But then again, they are the celestial dragons, so that's nothing's going to be done about it, because like I say, they are, everybody knows what the celestial dragons are, and we know how important they think they are. So, and we go after Robin, and Robin hears the conversation, and she makes a little miniature version of herself, and she goes on to explain that it's like, yeah, we're underground in the place, we're safe, but you're gonna, you can go ahead and escape, and we'll meet at the port mentioned, when we can. Okay, and we see there that Dolflamingo shows up also at the same time as Fujitora and his men show up. And and Dolflamingo, he's being cocky. He's like, yeah, an admiral, I'll step down, and blah blah blah, and Law's like, hey, you lie. And we cut to that the Block C has started just now, and Cavendish is still trying to, he's surprised that Luffy is already in the ring. He wants to get in there, but he's not going to be allowed. And Luffy's like, finally, I've been dying, waiting over here. Time to kick some butt. Okay, so continue. Let me hurry up here. And so basically, it goes on, and Trafalgar's Laws like the rigidity. Hold on one moment. And Dolflamingo talking about the lie being, a big magic show, and the biggest magic shows often have the simplest tricks, and what Law is like, but you're a pirate. Even as a warlord of the sea, you can't possibly have that much influence. If anyone could pull off something so preposterous, he'd have to be a celestial dragon. And that's when he goes back and he remembers Virgo saying, because you know nothing of Joker's past, and that will be your downfall. And he, and Trafalgar's like, are you? And he's like, and Dolflamingo does a little laugh, but if we're getting deeper into the truth, Law, I guess I just really wanted to kill you. So basically, that's why he's done everything, because he really just wanted to kill Law, as far as he's saying. So like I said, yeah, like I say, right now it appears that Dolflamingo's plan, all of his plans are just going to work out, and it's going to be the end of the Straw Hat crew, as well as the Heart Pirates. But we know at the end of the day that's not going to happen. But it's going to be a fun journey to see, how everybody overcomes, and how they do exactly what they do. And like I say, Luffy's about to get ready. I'm not expecting him to use Conquering King's Haki like I did say in my my discussion topic video, because he's gonna do his best to keep his identity a secret as long as he can. Alright, that's it. I'm up against time, people here.